Wrong one. There you go. Hello, welcome. Hey Ish, welcome to the stream. Hopefully it's not delayed today. Yeah, I was planning on streaming today. Hello Serenity, hello. Welcome. Today I'm going to be talking about the two lyrical bosses. Fennel, I think. Fennel and I'm just gonna call the French girl Char because I don't have time to be saying all the French names. So I'm going to be talking about the both of them. Hopefully it's not a delayed stream, so on my side. But also we're going to be do a little market watch a little bit on some cards, and then after I want to play talk about premium, and no one knows the vowels for that exactly. I took Spanish in school. I didn't take French, so I don't know how to say any other names. Oh, I didn't remove my pillows. Oops. Okay, there we go. So, just gonna wait a little bit for some people. Sherry and I doing this tomorrow after Letitia's support. That's going to be oh, that is tomorrow because today is Wednesday. That's going to be a video because I don't think it's like worth doing it waiting. I don't even like lyrical. You probably do Ish, it's fine. Hold on. Maybe it's just me today, because I feel like it's delayed on YouTube. I watched the little Kyoka thing. I laughed because I'm not playing Melty. Oh, you don't? Interesting. Like, I'm playing Melty because the turn 2 you're able to just call like Eileen and just great ones to rush. Like, it's really good. Just to start rushing your opponent, you know? Because we're in this meta where you kind of have to rush a little bit so you can like push damage early. I mean, Kyoka can recover a little bit, but like it's not the greatest recovery ever. I'll be doing more of those in the future. Like, so if you guys haven't seen give me a second because I have CFA up. I'm going to want to see if I can find it. The shorts. Okay, hold on. Now let's go to cool. And it's working here. Lovely. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I did do this short. For Kyoka, like how to play Kyoka really quick. Like, I think it's like it was pretty easy for me to make. I just had to go on Photoshop and just like edit the slides, and I just took the lyrical music and just sticked it together. I got influence from a post that someone did it with Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'll be doing more of those in the future. But we're not here about that. We're here about talk about the new bosses. I haven't just so you guys know, I haven't like played the deck. I've even made like a list for either one of them. I've just been watching people play, and I have my thoughts on them, but that's why we're going to review them today. So I think it's called Trick and Treat. Wait, let me just put Trick. Okay, here we go. We got the... This should be all the support for it, so... They thought the Japanese didn't run either of those. Oh, I was shopping chart, but that's it, yeah. The Japanese list, the one that topped with Kyoka, I like his list. I like Orange's list too. I'm just unlucky with the deck. If you watch like my remote fights, I've been very unlucky playing it. Also like my first time playing it, but maybe if I bring it to locals, it'll probably be different. Hey, well, I haven't played it because I like to watch people cook first, so I can know like, do I even like the idea of the deck? The trick or treat one, it took a bit of time just to see, but anyway, let's get started with the new ride line. So the first one that was revealed was is that triple? Well, whatever. It's trick. Well, trick and treat Fennel, but I'm gonna go over her ride lines first. So we have, wait, well, her starter would be here, but it's fine. Triple trick Fennel. It's triple trick Fennel. Okay, well, I don't want to search her name too, but she has a starter. I can search it right quick. Hold on. It's somewhere. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is the starter, Fennel. This is only cool when it comes to Herminia and Ange. Yeah, when it comes to them, yeah. So, let me put it in again. Trick in all grades. Okay, so we have Fennel's line, so we are already showed a grade 0. And now, wait. Okay. Now we have our grade 1. When this unit is placed by riding from a grade 0, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 trick and treat among them. Reveal them and put them into your hand and shuffle your deck. So let's get over what a trick and treat is first, so we can know. Well, first, I'll just explain the grade 2, and then I'll wait to the grade 3. The grade 2 is when placed by riding from a grade 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 trick or treat from among them. Reveal them and put them into your hand and shuffle the deck. So, yeah, so basically, these two searches the order card, which this order card is called Trick and Treat. So Trick and Treat, you're able to have 16 copies of this deck, a card in your deck. Both of these are the same, they're just different arts. So, the Trick or Treat order has one ability. So, play this if you have a Vanguard with Fennel in its card name, and perform one of the following to the number of times you played an order with the same card name as this card this turn. So one time your opponent chooses one of their rear guards and they may put it to the bottom of their deck. If they did not put a card, draw a card. 2 times, draw a card and countercharge. 3 times, choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card from your drop zone and call it to rear guard circle. Then yeah, so let me talk about the grade 3 first. We have triple treat Fennel. So triple trick. Okay, triple trick Fennel has 2 abilities, which is continuous during your turn. You can play 3 orders. It cannot play orders other than trick and treat or Regalis piece. And the second ability is auto. Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks, if you play 3 orders this turn, cost Counterboss 1, choose one of your rear guards, and until the end of the turn, this unit gets critical +1, and all of your front row units get 2,000 power for each trick and treat in your drop. Sorry, just wanted to make sure. Okay. So let's talk about the order and Fennel herself. If you guys hear a lawnmower, sorry. I got moderated. Brawls, what are you doing in chat? Anyway, the trick and treat order, I think it's very interesting because you're able to play up to 16 copies exactly like Gravidia. However, like Um, the fact that you have some semi-control elements, like your opponent can obviously just let you draw the card, but it's like you're cycling. It's like you're using the card to draw a card, and if you play another order, you're gonna draw a card again and countercharge, so you're still not wasting any cards. And then if you play it a third time, you can choose a grade 3 for your drop and call it. So overall, this is like a card that you don't lose advantage with. Even if you use it and your opponent does bottom deck a rear guard, most of the time they won't allow you to because they don't want you to get the advantage of you just digging through your deck. So I think the order is really nice just because again, you're able to like just use it and you're just able to replace itself. Sometimes orders are used and you don't get any like advantage from it. This is just a wash. It's never really a plus. Until we talk about other support cards, like other generic cards, which I haven't talked about yet, which I will today. So now Finna herself, she allows you to play 3 of the trick and treats in a turn. So that's nice. And you're able to use the Regalis piece, so you can use the Regalis piece in like 2 of these. And if you play 3 orders this turn, you can still activate the ability. So if you play the Regalis piece and 2 of these, you're still able to get the crit effect. Now, I like how she gives the front row like a passive amount of power. It's the power to end the turn, right? Gets 2 power for each card you draw. I think it's to the end of turn. Oh yeah, till the end of turn. Yeah. No, that's the unit with the crit. I think they all get the 2k to the end of turn. So, you're able to give your Vanguard crit, and you're able to give a rear guard crit. So you have inbuilt crit pressure. However, you need to play 3 orders a turn, and that could be kind of rough, especially like if the game goes on long, which I don't think the game will go on long if you're thinning your deck and you're having a unit with 2 crit. So now let's talk about her support cards. So this one is a triple R, Prank Explorer, Caprina. So when this unit is placed in a rear circle, cost count -1. Search your deck or drop up to 1 trick and treat. Reveal it, put it to your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle the deck. It continues during your turn, a rear circle. If your drop has 3 or more trick and treat, this unit gets 5,000 power. So it's a 13k. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I didn't know Divine was that high. So if it was bleeding out me explaining stuff, I'm sorry. Thank you, Ish, for telling me that. Now you should be able to hear me. So, do you guys need me to re-explain everything again? Because I don't mind doing that. I guess I could go over it right quick. So, disregard that first couple of rambling me. I'll just re-explain again. So, oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I was a bit too loud, but I lowered it down now. It let every bit of it. As long as you was able to hear me. But I could do a quick rundown. So basically, the grade 1 and the grade 2 of the right line, when the grade 1 is placed on a grade 0, you look at the top 7 and add up to 2 trick and treats to your hand. The grade 2, when placed from a placed from a grade 1, it does the same as the grade 1 of the right line. So that's up to the trick and treats. And Finel herself, the boss, on your Vanguard circle, you can play up to 3 orders, but they can only be Regalis piece in the trick or treat order. And when she attacks, if you play 3 orders, you can counter blast 1. Choose one of your rear guards to the end of turn. That unit, this unit gets 1 critical. It's in the end of turn, and all your front row units get 2 outs power for each trick and treat and drop. So to go over the trick and treat, If you have, you can play up to 16 copies of this card in your deck, and if you have Finno on your Vanguard circle, you do all the following according to how many times you played it that turn. So if you used it once, when you play it once, your opponent may choose one of their rear guards to put it at the bottom of their deck. If they did not put a card, you draw a card. If you played it 2 times, you draw a card at countercharge 1. If you played it 3 times, choose a grade 3 or less card from your drop zone to call it to rear guard circle. So, quick overview for the trick and treat. I think it's a good card just because you're not negging yourself. It's sort of a wash. So if your opponent doesn't bottom deck a rear guard, you draw, so you're replacing the order you just used. If you use it 2 times, you're going to draw again, and you're going to countercharge 1. And if you use it 3 times, you're going to choose a card from your drop zone, and that's grade 3 or left, and you could call it to rear guard circle. So you don't neg whenever you do this, which I think it's very good for this type of deck. Just in general, I think it's a good order. It's just very restricted to Finno. And Finno herself, of course, she allows you to play the orders, but also herself, if you play 3 orders this turn, you can choose a rear guard and herself, give it a crit, and it gets massive power depending on how many trick and treats are in your drop zone. So, you can choose like a card that you want, give it a crit, or it just depends what you call from your drop zone. If it has like a restand or a guard restrict in the future, it'll be a really nice target. And your front row gets like a massive power buff. So if you compress your deck, your front row can potentially get a crit if you hit a critical trigger. So I think that's really good, in my opinion, just for how the line is and the main idea of the deck. So for the triple R, Prank Explorer Crispina, when this unit is placed on rigor circle, cost counterblast 1. Search your deck or drop for up to 1 trick entry, reveal it, put it into your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle the deck, and continues the rigor circle. During your turn, if your drop has 3 or more trick entries, this unit gets 5,000 power. So this card, I think, like, it's my only issue is that it's a counterblast 1 to get the trick and treat. However, for how strong the trick and treat is, if you play it twice, you're able to just refund it, right? Because you're going to countercharge 1. And the power is nice too, because if you call it to your front row, and if you play 3, you can still hit numbers. As well as, like, if this gets retired, you can always call it back. It doesn't have to be placed from hand. So if you discard for your riot line, you can call her if you get the 3 times played, and you're able to compress your deck even more, or get it for your drop. So I think this is a good card for compression reasons. But like it feels like it doesn't do as much as I would hope, but I think it's a good card. Next we have Whimsical Skip Lebertrit. So this only has 1 ability, so continuous. This unit gets 5,000 shield for every 3 trick and treats in your drop. This is just good shield all around, just to have in the deck. I don't know if there is space, but I think it's a good card, especially since you're able to just use this early and start building up the amount of trick and treats early. And if you do like end up using it turn 2 and turn 1, Lop Art, I think. Yeah. Thanks, Silver. I think it's a good card, especially like later in the game, because you do a lot of early compression. Oh, lop-eared bunny girl. Yeah, it is it is lop-eared. I think this is just better. It scales good, like in the late game. Early game is not going to be as strong, but again, you have trick and treats. So your opponent's either going to let you draw a card, or they're going to just bot deck the rear guard, which is really nice. I think this is a good card. It's just, I'm not sure if there's any space in the deck for it. Next, we have Haunted Spot Ilstana. So she has 2 abilities. Auto, when this unit is placed on Rigor Circle during your main phase, if you play 3 or more orders this turn, cost Soul Boss 1, choose up to 1 unit with a different grade from this unit from your drop zone and call it to Rigor Circle. Oh. And when this unit attack hits a Vanguard, search your deck up to 1 trick and treat, reveal it, put it to your hand, and shuffle the deck. So a lot of people, I feel, are underestimating how strong this card is. Sure, the on place is a bit conditional because you have to play 3 orders in the turn, so this is a turn 3 card. However, the fact is that if you have this in your front row, you do not give this unit the crit. You don't get this unit a crit, you just put this in the front row. You just have a massive column, and your opponent is either A, going to guard it, or B, take the hit. If they take the hit, you're compressing your deck, and you're getting more orders into your hand. So if you do play like the whole 16 or like 12 plus, this unit is going to get more value. And if you're playing the shield card, this is going to get more value too. It has all the pieces. Yeah, I think so. Like, I think this is an interesting deck. Like, it's very consistent, I feel. Because if you play something like Jennifer in the deck too, to put your orders back, and then you play this in like the Jennifer column or whatever, you're just gonna get back your you're just gonna get back the order you just sent back to deck. So you just have value. And also, like, if it gets retired, right? If you use the 3 orders and call her, you can call this too as well. You call any card as long as you use 3 different cards. Because if you use 3, you're able to call this, which you're able to call another card. So it's like you're converting the 1 card into 2 cards, and this compresses your deck, and this also compresses it. So I think this is a good card for a double R. I just think many people aren't like playing it just because, oh, it's on hit. You just give it to, you don't give the crit to this. You give the crit to another card. You compress your deck even further. So I don't think there's any other cards that supports trick and treat yet, but when we get to the deck building section later in the stream, I'll be talking about that, like how I would build it. I don't even know what these girls' name are. Oh, it's Lev. Here we go. You're making them either take extra damage or let you deck then. Exactly. Which what I think it's really strong, because some decks might want the extra counterblast, but like then again, if they take it, you're getting, it's a fake card in hand, but remember, it's a card I could convert to like a wash or even more pluses. So the raw line I was revealed yesterday is like I said, I'm just gonna call her Char because I'm not going to be saying the whole name. But the rye line itself is called Lavir French fries to deck. Exactly, it's French fries to deck. But they're all, well, the main line is Succubus, which I wanted a Succubus line, but I would say my thoughts after I'm done reviewing the cards. So first off, we have the grade 0, which is just I have the name Lavour, which is very important to this deck. Overall views, for Finno, I said my overall views was like, I think the deck is, well, I'll explain it after this. So we have the starter, which is actually important. You actually need to run this starter in this deck. Now, onto the grade 2, we have Lavour Hadia. So she has 2 abilities, which is when this unit is rolled upon by a grade 2 with Lavour in this card name, you may call this card a Rigor Circle. If you call a card, soul charge 1, and put this unit into your soul at the end of that turn. Then the second ability is auto. At the end of battle, this unit attacked or boosted if you have a 23k power or greater Vanguard with Lavore in its card name, cost, put 2 grade 2 or less rear guards with Lavore and their different card names into your soul, draw a card. Oh yeah, let me explain the Rylai first, so it'll make sense. And we have, okay, the grade 2. Lavore, Kalmina. So, continuous Vanguard Circle. If your soul has 2 or more grade 1 or less cards with Lavore in their different card names, when you will ride a grade 3 with Lavore in its card name from your ride deck, you can ride while discarding a card from hand. And the second ability is auto. When this unit is chosen by the card ability of your Vanguard with 23k power or greater and Lavore in its card name, countercharge 1 to soul charge 1. That is mandatory. You have to do that if it's selected. And we have the boss card, Lavore Shamot. But I'm just gonna call her Char. So she has 2 abilities, which is at Counterboss 1 once a turn. Choose up to 2 grade 2 or less cards with Lavore in its different card names from your soul. Call them to Rigard Circle, and this unit gets 5,000 power to end of turn. And second ability is auto, Vanguard Circle. When this unit attacks while not boosted, choose up to 3 of your grade 2 or less rear guards with Lavore in their different card names, and until the end of turn, increase or decrease their power to match the power of this unit. If this unit's power is 33k or greater, and your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost Soul Blast 2, until the end of turn, the rear guard in the back row center column that is chosen by this ability can attack from the back row and perform dry checks. Okay, that's a mouthful. Alright, so basically, what the line is trying to do is you want your Vanguard Char to get to 23k power at least, and if your opponent's grade 3 or greater, to get the 33k power. And once you do, you choose those grade 2 or less Lavore rear guard. So basically, your grade 0, your grade 1, and your grade 2 are going to get 33k power increase. Well, or increase to that power. Then if you have a card in your back row like the grade 2, you're able to Soul Blast 2 and give it a drive check. Now, yesterday on CFA, so many people cannot read. Some people would try to call Char from the soul and give it twin drive. It says grade 2 or less, so it's not going to work, okay? And 2, people forget that this ability is mandatory. So once you've chosen it, you have to soul charge 1. This Vanguard is some Yu-Gi-Oh level crap, to be honest. I don't really think so. I mean, like, it's a mix of Pale Moon with Melody and Graham Grace, right? Because Melody is like, yeah, we have all the cards together. We're all friends. Everyone gets a bunch of power. Like, it feels like Melody, but in standard. Now, Melody, when it first came out, yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. Oh, the text box? Oh, yeah. The text box is like, it's huge. I'm like, I had a mouthful trying to read it all. I'm like, it sounds all ridiculous, but it's just basically like, I think it's Pale Mood flavored Melody. Honestly, in my opinion. So, what I want to talk about Char herself. Karamas want to call 2 from Soul and give your Vanguard 5k power. I like that. Like, I honestly love that ability because you're calling cards while extending your hand, so you're able to save it in your hand. And with the grade 1 and the grade 2, she puts them back into Soul. The worst kind of Melody then. Yeah, Pale Moon flavored Melody. The grade 1 puts like the grade 2 back into Soul, and she could put herself, right? Yeah, she could put herself and put the grade 2 back into Soul. You draw a card, and you soul charge 1, counter charge 1. So you don't neg anything when you're playing her. You just counterblast 1. It's actually just a free, like, the only thing you might have to call from your hand is just like another one of these from your Rye line, or like you play extra starters. I don't know. I know you don't play extra starters, but if you call like another one of the grade 1 or grade 2, you basically you don't neg when you call. So against this Gandiva meta, I think this is a very strong pick just because you could just call from your soul, right? And it's empty. Now and you will have like 2 other rear guards, right? That's open. Now, her second ability for the auto, of choosing the rear guards to get the power, you call the grade 0 and match the power that way. Yeah. You could do that. I didn't get to the other cards yet, so maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there's some more spice I haven't seen, but I'm just going based on the Rye line for now. For her, like the 23k power enough, like the Rye line doesn't fulfill that, which we have other cards for that. It's good to get Dragon Empire decks. It is automatically bad in my eyes. So getting to 23k power, like with some of the other support cards, is easy. 33k, you have to Persona Ride or use multiple cards that get you there to that 33k. And what you do, you're able to get a drive check. So not only, as long as you call another Lavore, you don't neg. In fact, like you probably +1, right? You probably +1 with the grade 1. And then you plus another 1 with Char. I'm gonna girl built the Dragon Empire deck with no dragons. It's like Char, you're able to go like +1 if you get Persona Ride, and also like you're trying to replace like the Persona Ride itself. So the line itself has really inherent good value, like Finno. So let's talk about the other support cards. So let's go to the grade 1. Living Up Light Clatide. So she has 1 ability. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. If you have a Vanguard with Lavore in this card name, put this into your soul as soul charge 2. So this card, I don't think it's very useful just because I think you gain enough soul. Like, I can understand the soul boss 2 could be heavy, and well, this replaces itself in the soul, and this soul charge is 1, but I think there's other cards better than this. This is soul charge 3. I don't like her all for this. Yeah, like there might be some more cards in the future that might use soul, but I think this is just like, oh, if you need 3 soul, you can do it. But like, yeah, I feel like it's a bit much. Let's go over the double R. No, let's go over the rare. So we have a grade 3 Dream Sperling Roma. So she has 1 ability, Act. If you have a grade 3 or greater with Lavore, this card name, put this in another rear guard. It's your soul. Draw a card and choose one of your rear guards, and it gets 5,000 power to the end of turn. I'm not really a fan of this card. Like, okay, I think like the purpose of this is that, one, if you don't have any, like, I don't know, for some reason, if you're going against prison, right? Specifically prison, and they take like a bunch of cards out of your soul, and if you have like these in your hand or something, right? You can call her, put these 2 into your soul or something like that. You draw a card, so you could draw it to another like one of her or something. And you can use Char to call them from soul. We can choose up to 2. So you could call this from your soul or call this from your soul. I don't like this just because the other girl one is good though. Yeah. I don't like this one just because like you put this and her and another rear guard into your soul, and you need it to be on grade 3 as well. She's already a grade 3. It is a rare, but I will say you do give your Vanguard 5k power. So if you do this, you already fulfill half of the condition, but you're like negging 1. Well, you're negging 1 sort of. Well, okay, you neg 1, you draw to replace it, Oh, you choose one of your rear guards. Oh, you can't even choose your vanguard. No, never mind. I can't read. I don't really like this card as much, just because you can't give your vanguard 5k. If you could choose your vanguard, give it 5k, I think it's probably playable. But it just makes your bigger rear guards bigger, which you don't need that because she's gonna give them the power. So next we have the double R, a musician's work, that's not Kobe, is it? Kloby? Anyway, when this unit's placed on Rigor Circle, if you have a grade 3 or a greater Vanguard with LaRue in this card name, cost Catalyst 1, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets 5 as a power. Then if your Vanguard's power is 23k or greater, draw a card. This is good. On place, give... Well, okay, Catalyst 1 to get 5k was terrible. But if you use this, and if you use Char first, then her, then it's good. Because she just replaces herself. It's kind of sad that's the only thing that she can do. Like, most of your counter charge is coming for your grade 2. So your counter bossy 1 to call her out. And then your counter bossy 1 again. And then you counter charge 1. So overall it's a counter boss 1. But you're still not negging, you're just adding cards to your hand. So I think it's still a good card. And lastly, for the triple R, we have Riven Knight Festival Auras. So she has 2 abilities, which is Auto Rigor Circle. When it's used placed on Rigor Circle, cost Camus 1, search deck up to 1, grade 2 or less, reveal in his card name, reveal it, put it to your hand, shuffle your deck. Okay. And act Rigor Circle. If you have Vanguard with if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Lavore in its card name, cost Restless Unit, choose a card for your drop zone, put it to your soul, choose where Vanguard so it gets 5k power. This card is really good. You're able to search for cards in your deck with Lavore, so you're gonna have to play more copies of these in your deck. Meaning you can get more like me, you can call your grade 0 from your soul and use that, and use her to search out your other important pieces. So when you use Char, you can use a starter and like this, and you can search your deck for this or this. So I think it's I think this is a good card. The second effect is it just gives your Vanguard 5k for free. Choose a card for your drop zone, put to your soul. So you choose any card from your drop zone. So if there's any like future cards that are like, yeah, I do something in the soul, well, you can play this and just soul charge it. It is restricted to turn 3, but that's literally when you need it. She makes this soul, well, this and her makes the Soul Blast 2 free if you have her. And I think this is fine if it's rested, like if the grade 0's in the front row, because this is going to get like 23k power, 33k, and this is already hitting a good number. So I like this card. So overall, for like the support so far, I think I like Finno a bit more. Well, okay, this deck has early game because you're able to call this, so you're able to just attack with her early and just put it to your soul. It's like Jejul's Ryline. So you only plus the soul, and you get like an 8k attacker, but that's it. You don't get any like it's not 13k. This is really good because it's just your deck's counter charge. All the support cards, like these two, are a bit iffy. These two are really good though. So overall, I like the idea of Char. I think this deck building for it is going to be it's been funky already, just because a lot of people want to try different stuff with it. People have been playing Ricius with it. This deck is good when possible, with Finno is better if she pops off, in my opinion. I think Finno might do better just because you can like both of these decks. I feel like do really okay in the Gandiva. I feel like she needs one more name for the R type. Yeah, that will be like a triple R next set. I don't think they're gonna print it in this set, but she does need one more card. But it might be like a theme or something. Maybe they're all like sisters or something. Like maybe all 40s are sisters or like they're a family or something. Because they all have the same name, like the same level or thing. And all of them like support cards, so it's like she has the Clarissa syndrome a little bit, but this is done a lot better. Um there was a comment, but it was not good. Wait, really? You mean this? There's the Lavore comment? Or you're talking about something else? But I think both of these decks do pretty okay into Gandiva, honestly. No, didn't have. Okay. Finno does like Finno could just repunish a board. Honestly, like you don't call that much. I mean, you don't have to call many rear guards, but you just repunish a board. I was at Orange's Discord server. Oh, hold on. It was a card revealed for. Hold on. I know what you're talking about. I mean, is it really a support? Like, I don't think it's. I mean, I guess it supports it. Let me get it up. Okay, sorry. Someone messaged me. Let me go to reveals right quick. Because I was going to talk about it later. But I guess I'll discuss it because it is kind of a support card. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Wait. Oh no, that was just some other comment. Okay, here we go. Yeah. It's the it's this card. So I was gonna reveal this like in the video, but I might as well do it now. So Eyes on Me Triss. So she has 2 abilities. It's a grade 2. It's a common. So when your other unit attacks from the central back row, you may return this unit to your hand. And the second ability is auto. When this unit is put on guard circle from hand, cost Solas 1. And this unit gets 10,000 shield to the end of that battle. I mean, another battle. So, this card obviously is supposed to be like a card that you're able. I mean, you play it in Char, right? And you're able to essentially return this card back to your hand, so you won't like be. So it won't be. So she won't become retired. Also, her second ability to Soul Boss 1 to just get 10k shield for that battle. Honestly, for a common, this is probably like I don't know what they're doing with lyrical in this set, but some of the commons are kind of like insane. Like the other one I just reviewed for YouTube, the one that has like the on hit one has some nice premium synergy and some standard stuff, but this one, this is just like, yeah, it's 10k. It's just a 10k body. She could be played in powerful. I don't know. Like the honest response is I don't think so. Like she could be, but all of your soul is used for the double R or Riley or Stolas, right? Like you have more important uses than that. But I do agree she can be played if you like if you're really bricking, you just need cards to survive with, but you won't have enough soul to use it. Yeah, burn a soul for 15k shield. Yeah, like some decks that just have like some tech slots could just use this to just have 50k shield. Like the only cost is that you have to play from your hand, so there's no intercepting. But you get 15k shield with just Soul Boss 1. I think that's completely fair. I'm not gonna talk about the other columns because I'm just gonna make that YouTube video. I gotta go back to CFA. Oops. Okay. So. Okay, yeah. So I guess I'll talk about like the deck building of these 2 decks when I get to the CFA part, if I even do, because quite frankly, I did not get a lot of sleep last night. I was I made the Kyoko short, and then I was watching different fight stream, which was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Then I proceeded to just stay up and watch Hawkeye Starro videos, and I'm like, wow, it's 5 o'clock. I have a stream today, and I'm tired, so I was able to get some sleep, but I'm not sure if I'll actually play the decks. I might hand test it. I could do another stream where I play the decks against opponents, but I'm not really in the mood. Oh, you've been playing the DLC? Yeah, my brother's actually playing it like downstairs right now. So, um, with the cards out of the way, wait, yeah, I think I reviewed my both. I think both Finel and Char are very they're like more playable out of the box than like some of the other set 3, right? I think Kyoka was playable out of the box. Letitia was definitely playable out of the box. Lilfa wasn't. Hazaret wasn't there. Like, she had the cards, but now we have the promo, and we have the girl from Festival Collection, Hopla. So yeah, I know Lilfa, like, she's better now. Trust me, she's a lot better now. But it took a Festival Collection and like Forbidal to make it better. Like, she was not it set 1. What she dropped. We also have Medial. Medial I'm iffy on because she did get the promo. I'm not sure how strong it is, but she did get other support too. And of course she could play Forbidal if she wanted to, but she doesn't play any grade 3s that like you need to call from deck. But out of the box she was playable, but like Lofa was the only one I was like really poopy. I plan to build her. Yeah, I'm glad. Hopefully you got her already, so. Because most of the set 3 cards are jump up in price. But speaking about prices, I wanted to do a little market watch on some of the cards from just lyrical and premium as well, because I've been playing premium. Well, hand testing premium. I did play in Orange's Peels Crew tournament. Nah, I jumped on Kyoka from my secret spot. Nice. Yeah, Kyoka, hopefully the double R is a new order, and it just makes the deck a lot more fun. The deck is fun, but I want to see some more from Kyoka. So first, the set is coming out for Clash of Heroes, and we have Stolas. So this is the box topper. Right now it's $5, but I expect it to be a lot cheaper. I don't expect this to be like a $20, $30 promo. And this is from the box topper. This one specifically. Now this is the foil one. This is from the shop, the promo packs you get in your shop. So this one obviously is going to be hollow. They both have like the SP text, so it doesn't matter. Just get the box topper one. I will be trying to get this one, but I have literally no money. I'm in the negatives to get this. So, Stolas, if you're planning Herminia or plan on playing Friends, well, I don't know if you use this in New Fortia, but if you're definitely playing Herminia, definitely get this. I recommend you just get it, not right now because this is the pre-sale, but once it like sets in, get it. Kidneys are temporary, cars are forever. No, I'm not selling a kidney. Anyway, we have some other cards I wanted to talk about too. But for premium, don't follow with that. Oh my god, it's even worse today. Okay, so Syria, a card I was like a couple years ago, right? Yeah, I remember saying this as well. What do you think about the Bandori crits? We'll settle at. I'll talk about after this. So, Syria herself, this card was like $1 or like pennies on release, and it was like that for a while. But this card has jumped up in price. Like, let's see the history. It's been like this for a while. Wow, let me see it. So, hold on. 6 months. It was around $4 in March. A year ago. It was $3? What? Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Someone's trying to sell the 2F for 500. Bro, just wait. We're still on pre-sale. But Sarah herself, right? I can explain it, but I'll say it for a bit later part of the stream. Because I want to talk about premium as a whole. But Sarah herself, a $14 card is a bit ridiculous. You know, I was looking at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like, the card itself is really strong, but this is now a $14 card. Like, I bought 2 play sets because I'm like, this card is good. I'm gonna need it. And I didn't think it, like, it was 11 like a little bit ago. Literally 2 days ago it was 11, but now it's 14, which is crazy. I'm gonna look at set 3. Because there was a card I saw on Twitter a while ago. She just keeps going up and up. Exactly. Remy, thank you for this. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. And welcome to the Zen crew, I guess. I don't have a name, but welcome to the channel. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream. Riley's at 17. Oh yeah. She was 20 before, right? Yeah, she was. It sold around like 2017. Riley's really important in Herminia. Like, it's the card that's driving it. Good card. Get a drive check. Oh, what's Musta at? Musta's like at... Oh, this is going up. Before, she was like 2. Yeah, that was before. But she skyrocketed. She's like now a $6 card. Welcome to Zen's Cuties. Oh, no. No, Ish. I don't know what we're called yet. If I even have a name for it. But yeah. Musta's really good. Oh, hey, Koro. Welcome. I didn't know you... I thought it would still be the same on YouTube as your Twitch, but... Yeah, Koro wanted to actually join the stream, but you know, our time zones. Same for Simply Link too. I might do a stream on Friday, but we'll see. Oh yeah. Jennifer. 100% if you're going to be playing Finno, I suggest getting this now. Because, sure, she returns a card from, I didn't realize the stream was on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I don't stream on Twitch anymore. Twitch poopy, in my opinion. It's better to stream on YouTube, so people can actually come back and watch this stream. The last time I did this, a lot of people watched it, so, surprise. Call your subscribers Zenith's classrooms. We'll see. I'll be trying to build a community. We'll see. Also, yeah, I don't know why I was super delayed. I'm sorry about that for the chat. Anyway, if you're going to be playing Finno, I suggest you get Jennifer. Yeah, she's going to be like 16 right now. But don't like, I'll probably make a video on what cards you should get now. After, like, we get, what's her face? The girl with the bag on her head. The gremlin. Your list? I don't have your list. I didn't start playing yet. I might not even play CFA today. Not really in the mood. Gorgon, yeah. I don't know what Gorgon would need, but for Finno, if you don't have Jennifer, I would suggest just getting it. Yeah, no problem. Because she's going to be an important card to be able to use orders from the drop zone. Letitia is going down slightly. What? Roxella's out. She's out of stock. When did this happen? The 12th? That happened yesterday. There's no way. Yeah, Roxella is gone. So, guys, if you have any spare Roxellas, make sure you look through your binders and your bulk because she's out of stock and you do need her for Fortia. That's crazy. I did not think that. We're ignoring Yuika. Again, we're just gonna ignore Yuika, who is coping. Hey, Friends is pretty strong if you high roll. That's at 3, so it's not easy to get. Yeah, nobody bought it because all they bought was for Letitia. And, not enough people bought it, so. I don't think there's, that's just the FR. I'm safe, I have everything in JP. Yeah. You're safe for now. Oh, I thought Archie was out of stock. Okay, well, she's in the market. She's still around the same price of where she was last time. Medios 2. Oh, Hazard isn't like expensive anymore. She was, yeah, she was like $10 at one point. She's back to being like 5. Stop coping on Friends. I wasn't coping on Friends. Oh, show Ballista. I'll go back to show Ballista. I'm just looking through set 3 just for a little bit. Hazard's best deck in lyrical. These are just SPs. Okay, I don't think there's any other surprise prices. So let's actually check Festival. I guess I'll just say Ballista. Rip Lofa. We'll see. We'll see with Lofa. I think she'll get something, right? Oh, forward off 13. Amazing. I got it for like 10. Let me separate the lyrical cards. She'll get love one day. Yeah. Laurel's 3, which is interesting. Celestial 6. Felty is still 8. I don't understand. Felty, like, I like Felty. The deck is fun, but Laurel is significantly better than Felty. Forward all is more than 12. Oh, your forward all? Damn. I don't get it. Like, I think Laurel is just better than Felty. But yeah, Felty's more expensive. Clarissa's 6. This is 20. This is still 6. The order's 8. Oh my god. Melissa herself is 8. Deserves the 8. She's good. Yeah, she's good if you play the high roll version. Like, I mean, if you play the Ballista line with this, like, you have no survivability. You're just trying to kill as fast as possible. I mean, like, you have to play Eleanor, all that stuff too, just to make it work. And if your opponent survives, you just lose. So, but she hasn't been showing any results. That's the thing. Like, compared to Laura, who's shown like BRO, I still count as an event, but she's shown more tops than Felty, in my opinion. Laura's more consistent, but I just feel like she has no early game, and that's just the biggest issue. And she struggles against Gandiva. Oh wow, to draw $6. The front is $6 as well, 6-7. Don't talk about BRO Laurels. You know, it's much cheaper than release. Really? Oh, the repeat Melty is like 7. That's not bad. We don't talk about Yuika because that's in foil. Those were some of the biggest sack. I mean, that's how you gotta play lore, right? Like, you compress your deck, hit crits, win. Was 16? Oh, wow. Okay, I'm glad the order was cheaper now. We lit that festival set 3. Oh, yeah, set 2. Oh, wait, we lit that set 2. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. We didn't look at set 2 yet. Because I do want to look at some premium cards as well. Because I'm interested in some of them. So set 2. The triggers are still the same. Nala 6. Well, this, I think this has been 15, right? Yeah, it's been around this price. Finale still good in Celestial. Celestial good deck. Cheapest. What do you think would be the cheapest post? Which one? Wait, you mean post 4? I meant post LM4 or like right now? Because the cheapest one is obviously Lofa. She's not even used. Well, she's not used yet. Remember, the set is not out yet. And she can't be used. Because you can call her video from your soul. If you're playing the Libitina, you can bounce it back. Post LM4, probably still Lofa, but we'll see. If you're talking about out the box, I don't know. Yeah, I've seen your list, Cora. Nala 6. What happened to Signe? Wait, she was 12? Look, this was like last month. She was a dollar. And she shot up to like $10. Am I paying Stolas or Nala? Stolas is better than Nala, just because you save CB. But Signe, $10. Whew, I can sell my Signes. Already have the SPs. Herminia, you only need one. Guys, you only need one Herminia. Don't try to play like Friends where you have the other Fortias. There's your answer then, yeah. Yeah, don't try to play like Fortia where you have this in your main deck. It just makes it super bricky. You have no shield, and your opponent could just damage deny you, and then you have to wait to Persona, which by that time you could have just been doing normal Herminia stuff with Riley and stuff at that time. Oh, the powerful SPs in JP. I'll probably look at it like off stream. Oh, Melty, this says 8. 4 listings. What? People are buying this card? Like, literally there's only, what, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's only 11 copies of this card on the market. Now, I will understand. With the new Herminia, she is really good. She's just free. And she's a free buff. Personally, I'm not a fan of it because it's a grade 3. I'd rather just search for Riley and stuff early game. But this card's sneaky good. Yeah, like, she is really good. Just because when Herminia reduces the cost, it's just a free on-hit eye draw. Which is insanely good. Also buffs like the other Rigard column, so that's going to be restanding. Did she go up? No. Oh, she was war before. Nah, she's still the same price. Ditcher, then spawn with Stolas on grade 2. Yeah, you could absolutely do that as well. Oh, look. She finally goes down in price. Honestly, actually, this might not be bad in Finno. Because you caught this early game. Hit top 7. You have a bunch of orders. You're going to get one. And you can revive it, do it again. Like, the other grade 2 is a lot stronger, but this is also a good card too. And she's finally not expensive because of Lutetia. Ophelia, oh my god, wasn't this like 50? Yeah, she was. Yeah, this is like a $40 card. That's insane. Signe SP is 600. Should I do it? It's $6. Do it. Like, I got my Signes for like what, 3? Eileen's 2. I don't think there's any other noteworthy cards. Let me see. It's probably something I'm just not remembering. I just need 2 more. Nice. Oh, La Plume. Oh yeah. Kyrie. I have a feeling. Now this is not confirmed. I'm not leaking anything because I do not know myself. I think Kyrie's getting a dress up. So if you have any Kyrie stuff like La Plume, Aerith, I would get them if you want them. Like they revealed a stasis cards in the card of the days. So I'm expecting Kyrie's getting them. LePlume, if you don't have LePlume, get her now. Tedoes is sold out at 400. Wow. People are buying Tedoes. That's $1. 30. I'm so glad I got this for like 15. The Ryline is out. Yep. Got connections. He's leaking info. I'm not leaking info. I'm not connected with Bushy at all. The only closest person I'm the only closest people I'm connected to, just like chatting wise, is only Matt and Orange. Those are like the only two people. Oh, Sweet Cross Sweet also. I will also pick up Sweet Cross Sweet because you can use this. You can use this in Char to compress your deck and to use an order, so you can play the new card. All right, Ish. Thanks for coming to the stream. I need to get grade 2 Felty. Yeah, I like grade 2. I mean, her art is fine. I pulled a grade 2 Felty in my boxes, but Sweet Cross Sweet, I would get this just because of the card itself. That triple R, it's so good. You call her. I mean, use it. You call her from deck, and then you use that card to call another card from deck. CB1 to +2 to board is really good, especially able to bounce. So if Kyrie if Kyrie comes back, you can just bounce them back, and you just get mad value. I already have my Sweet Cross Sweets, because I knew this card would be good one day. And my grade 2 still in hollow. Yeah. I have the Ryline in hollow except the grade 2. Oh, that's the FP Kyrie. Why is the hollow $8? I don't even see people using this anymore. Oh, that was in June. That was a long time ago. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just making sure I'm not, like, lagging or anything. Okay, I guess it was just YouTube at that time. Irene, 10. If I sold my SPs, I would actually get out of this debt I'm in. But I'm not selling them. I'm not selling these Signes. These were so cheap, like, forever ago. I can't even go back on the chart, can I? A year ago. Yeah, I got them around, like, last year. Don't question it. Exactly. I won't question it. I wonder how much Nala is. Oh, yeah, she was out of stock one time. Peach. She was out of stock, but there's only 2 in the market left. Yeah, I had to pay $190, I guess, for mine. I had to pay a lot. I want to see Nala. I want to see Nala's SP. Oh, that's $2. Oh, I saw someone playing this in Shamot, which is interesting because it's a bad order, don't get me wrong, but you're able to countercharge once. You're probably able to do more combos. So I don't know. I saw someone playing it. I don't know what they was trying to do. Eileen 15. 18? Yeah, this was like 20 at one point. And I think the hollow is $1? $2? What? Interesting. Okay, well, that's it for that. I don't think there's anything worthy in set 1 to look at, so what I'm going to do is I cannot spell to save my life. Okay, here we go. I want to look at premium, some premium cards. Heltrata, surprisingly not expensive. You need 3 or 4 depending on the deck, but yeah, surprisingly, she's not expensive, which I'm surprised. Let me separate this set into nations. Madalonica. Check old Wallista. I don't want to check old Wallista. Oh, it's $2. I mean, $2. It's 20 cents. You trying to scare me? You trying to scare me into think it's actually like expensive? I mean, nothing out of order except that far. Well, you thought it would be expensive? I'm glad it wasn't. Okay, so Trudy. Okay, this is just sad. Wait, this is a common? Oh my, wait, this is a common reprint. It is 6. That's kind of wild to me. It's just it's $6 for the common version. I still I have like a playset of this because I bought the 50 card thing, and I still have my double R versions. I have the stamp one. I think it is only 4 on the market. That's crazy. Ado kind of got replaced in premium. Well, there's copies on the market. Heltrata, we already saw Heltrata. The SP is 23, which is pretty nice. Oh, this isn't the G guard. Oh, the G guard is 3. That's fine. I only need like 1 or 2 in your deck. Anyway, what are premium stuff I want to? Oh yeah, history collection. I want to check to see how bad the Bermuda stuff is. Oh, $2, not bad. Rose is 6. This is 2. Oh my god, there's Loris in stock. Don't you love buyouts? Exactly. Well, this is a shame. This was out of stock, but now she's like $5. $5 to $6. And to be honest, I don't think Loris is good. Like, I already said Loris wasn't good, but after like trying to cook with it, it's not very good. Even with Somni, like some of the V Bermuda stuff is just way better than just trying to do this. Which I'll explain in a bit. The heal's fine. Tidwell's fine. I'm surprised this isn't up, but she already has the triple R. Loris Stride Deck 1. It's either Loris or Tidwell, in my opinion. Sandy is $1. Yeah. Oh, 115. That's not bad. But who wants to play illegible text? Just let me cook. Oh, you're gonna. Okay, you could cook Koro. Okay, well. I thought Somni would be more, but she's cheaper now. Alright, so. Let's check Anja's price. V, $6. It's cheaper now. Yeah, before she used to be really expensive, but now she's cheaper. Again, I'm gonna talk about more premium later. 122 for that. I mean, overall, if you're trying to play V, just play Anj. Just play this one. It's not that expensive. I'm really interested in Tidua, but there are some other cards I want to see. That's out of stock. Under normal is just 2. It got reprinted. Yeah, her prices aren't that bad. What else I want to see? Senna got reprinted to hell. But the prices of staples. Yeah, harmonics. Like, if you're trying to play Bermuda... Well, wait, you already have Bermuda stuff, right? Like, you mean other decks? Or, Because some of the Bermuda stuff is not that expensive. It's like Saria. And, I mean, if you're planning on playing Anj, then, like, that's just $20. Not, like, a whole bunch for Sarias. You don't even need Yuka in Premium either. Heltrada's a fine price, $11. And Via Play Nightmare Dolls and Mirror. If you have... I don't have anything for Premium. Oh, okay. Well, I would say you could get the 50 cards deal for Bermuda, but I don't even think... Hold on. I don't even think it's still in stock. I think it's out of stock. Like, I was going to make a video on everything I'll buy. Like, yeah, you can do this with the deck. Oh, it's out of stock. Well, I didn't think people actually wanted to play Bermuda. Wait. Oh, he has it for 89. Huh, okay. Sorry, I'm trying to find... Okay, here we go. The bundles. Base stream. Wait. Where is it? Let me just put Bermuda. UDA. Yeah, but it's still out of stock. I can't even afford this stuff anyway since I only got 150 a month for my article. Oh, I see. Like, you know, I might as well transition it because I'm done with the market watch. Yeah, I wish that people could get this because this, like, the list itself is okay, but the deck itself it's so good. Like, I've been hand testing it, and I haven't seen, like, I haven't actually seen it action, but hand testing it, I believe that the deck is just really good in the meta. Now, this is the list that they have. Orange did explain this list, and she probably is going to explain it a bit better than me. But this list is really good. Grade 2 Sonata is weird. Okay, hold on. Look, give me a sec. I'm not going to show... So, in this list specifically, Sonata by herself, yes, is weird. However, hold on. I have another tab that... Hello? Can I switch to it? Okay. Yeah, I have another tab. So, Seer with Sonata is correct. Because you're gonna have grade 3s in your hand. You're gonna get Sonata, right? Or you're gonna try to search for Sonata. And once you do, you call Sonata Seer in the same column. It's 23. Your opponent cannot damage deny you because of Seer, unless they retire or something, but that's given them resources. You use these two to rush your opponent. Okay. These two fulfill requirements for either Anj or Titera, right? Anj, you keep your board. And they're going to give you CB, or they just don't draw, right? So they pick their poison. And even so, haha, I have a heal guard. Still give myself damage, still do the combo anyway. Or, you have Titera. You have these two on the board. Call, like, some other garbage card that's a normal unit. Bounce it back. Oh, look, I'm 38. Swing it twice. Your opponent's on grade 2. And if you call, like, something like Syria or Lethalite, you have cards... Like Lethalite calls into, like, this or something. Or Martoa. Or even, like, Finessa, right? You're just bouncing them back. You're just adding value to your hand. So the amount of value you get from Sonata and Seer, you get early aggression, protection, and protection against damage denial, and normal units that your opponent can't swing it to or remove. It fulfills those 3 conditions. The issue with playing both of them is that you don't have Sonata, so you could risk not getting a grade 3 to ride, which can happen. I did hand test the list. There are times where I'm like, damn, I need a grade 3. So in this list, yes, it's weird that Sonata's not here. I mean, it's just Sonata, not Seer. But replace replace Martoa with Seer. And this is infinitely better to having Martoa. Yes, Martoa is a good extender for Anj specifically, but in Tira turns, she doesn't do anything but just net your opponent a card, and that's just bad. Qual in this list is really good after hand testing. Qual does basically like the same as Seer, right? She gives you another unit that can't be attacked, but if you ride her first, you have a card on your board for both Tira and Anj, and she replaces herself by adding a soul. And using cards like Justine, that's just busted with Tidua, with Tidua, Syria, and Heltrata. Hell, she's even good with Aqua because she makes all the discards into a plus, and you're just gonna bounce it back. Especially if you use her like during your main phase, you have her like use Syria, and then you call Justine. Anj bounces it back. Call another Syria or call Tidua. Use it again. You're not negging any cards from that, and you're using Soul, which this refills the Soul. She refills the Soul. Finessa refills the Soul. Rewriting gives you Soul. And this list has Ado in it, which gives you Soul as well. I will show you my list in a bit, but it works really, really well. And the thing is, matchups where your opponent Hanalies you, just write Tira, 3 Vanguard swings. Especially if they have a board, or you have a board. Like I say, you build a board very easily. And it can be protected if you're doing the Sonata Seer package. If you're not, then it has the risk of you not actually having Tira to be procced, but it can still be mitigated. Because I heard it was cheap. Melissa's cheap. Okay, well, she was cheap. Hold on. If I can, yeah, good luck. You're gonna pay $9 for 4 copies of these. Also, oh no, she's cheap, but oh, she's low listings. Hold on, wait. Oh, never mind. Well, good luck getting Windows. If you're gonna try to play this deck, because you need Window in the deck, I believe. It's cheap, but you need Windows because that's how you enable your loops. But I don't want to talk about any loops. But like the list that Orange provided is really fine. Like, it's okay. Martoa's cheap, but she does give your opponent a plus. Yeah, don't play Melissa. It's not that good of a deck as people are saying. Yeah, it's not worth it. Now, what I would do to improve it, like, if you don't have the Syria, I would recommend just adding like 2 more. If you have her, if don't, just leave her at 2. If you bought this, what I'll do to change it, I wouldn't have Sonata if you don't have Seer. If you have Seer, then play the Seer package. Just remove the Martoa and put Seer in her place. I will remove the Pumo and add another Justine. I would probably neg 2 Finessa to add like a Lieselot. Or Aqua. And I would replace these with the Stride crit one. I mean, no, with the Dolores crit, the in Soul one, the one that came from History Collection. Because getting a defensive draw is a lot more important than you having Soul, because you're gonna generate enough Soul anyway. Well, you have to manage your Soul with the Seer package, but 2 during the stream. Oh, you found 2 found 2 shinies. Nice. Um, but yeah, overall, like, it's not that much to it doesn't require much to improve the deck. But like Syria herself, since she's like $14, yeah. Um, Now since we're still on premium, I wanted to show my list that what I've been cooking, what I've been playing around with. I can remove this. Oh no, that's the other cards. So the list I've been cooking is with this one. Caught not to nice, but nice. So this is what I've been play testing with. It feels amazing. We have 4 tier or 4 Anj because those are your main bosses. Those are the cards you're gonna be riding, and you will be switching between them. Sari at 3 because 4 is a bit much, but sometimes I wish I had a 4th one. Just sometimes. 2 Aqua, she's not as important because she's really only here to like reset your Senna, or if you're like need Mayfang's countercharge Rika, which I'll explain. Or if you have like Liesla and Aqua is still a good combo. Just to get that early aggression. In this list, I'm not running the Sonata package. I like it, but I think I value Senna a lot more just because I'm able to get a grade 3 and not misride. Now Rika, in this deck, her effect is what she's returned for hand for Rigor Circle. If you have Burrito, Triangle Vanguard, you soul charge 1. It's just a call for a damage until the turn face up. So basically, she's late. She's a mandatory late, but you can call her down again. But she doesn't give power. She's AK. I play 2 because you're able to just... This deck draws a lot. Syria can find her. You can even call her from Anj if you're in desperate need. And you just draw her naturally. So, her giving soul for free is really good because I spam soul like nothing else. Like, I use Justine a lot. And you use Heltrada a lot too. Because that's like your main stride. And sometimes you just run out of soul if you don't have Rika or hit with Leaf a lot. 2 Hanali because, you know, it's... I think 2 is perfect. You don't need 3. You can remove a Finessa for 3. But I like Finessa just to be able to put a heal from my drop to deck. Or if I need another Tira from in deck, she's just there. Plus, also on Heltrada turn, she kind of like she draws you a card. So you're able to essentially like, get back your hand before you start discarding. Again, Senna's here just because you want your grade 3s. You need your heal guards. You could -1 heal guard to add like the counter charge heal, which I might in those rare cases where I need like an extra like counter blast and I'm damage denied, or extra soul if I don't have like Liesla or something, or Rika. 3 Justine. This card and Qual are like the backbones of this deck. Like, I will say Syria helps a lot, but Justine cuts in half like all of your costs for discarding. 1 Justine with Tira, you're able to multi-attack. Even on your Anj turn. On your first grade 3 turn, you're able to just you don't lose anything. It's only counter boss 1, soul boss 1 restand with this. And you get extra attack. All your discard effects like these 2, Tidua, and Senna too. It just makes it so that you just never neg. You have to have a soul, but we have Qual, which I explained before. If you ride her, you soul charge 1 and you're able to call her out. Again, she fulfills Anja's bounce condition, Tidua's on place condition, and she just feels soul. It's just a good card. If you need soul, that isn't from Leaves a lot, you can just on place soul charge 1. Again, Rika also reveals soul. Dolores crit because it's on defensive draw. Do you remember my hyperfixation on Angelina list was cool? Yeah, I remember, but Q Tire is banned. 3 draw PGs. Now, if you want, you can try to do the Ellie stuff, but this deck already draws so many bloody cards because you're not negging his deck because of Justine. So like you never really lose any cards. Like you only lose cards if you don't have Justine with Aqua and Saria. But this deck has like 7 draws, but this is defensive, but this is also a crit. Trudy, you don't want to be discarding Tidwell's to Stride. You can discard Anja's to Stride, unless you have like enough cards for Heltrata. For the OT, I think the lyrical one is fine. You could try blue, but I think the lyrical one is a lot more potent because if you do check it, your Justines can now swing at Vanguard. Any other cards you call like from Lethal Lot can actually hit a Vanguard now. Sanctitude is kind of obvious. It's just a free PG against it's a free PG against Strides. So I sunk the money and I bought Messiah, so that's why I have Messiah here. Somni, I'm testing. This is kind of like a whatever Stride. Like I had 2 slots. This could be Olivia. This could be Lapria. But mostly your first Stride is Heltrata. Because it's the strongest Stride we have, and it's probably the only Stride you will probably go into. As long as you have a hand size, and as long as you know, you try to set up your Stride turn fine, you can Heltrata and be okay. 2 Titera because, you know, she's just a good generic restander. Yeah, like she's just a really nice restander. Anj is just a tech against Link Joker. If your hand is like really, really bad, you can use this. With Rika, it's simply just like she refunds the cost of Rika. Citron, a very good G guard. You call Holly during battle phase. Also, keep in mind with Justine, if you do cost something like Saria, her effect can't go off during your opponent's turn. It's during your turn. So you won't be able to like get a pseudo plus and fill your board for Tidua. So it's only during your turn for that. Sani, you get a big hand, so this is a big shield. Larus, your Counterblast can be like a bit iffy if you don't have Rika, so you have to use this wisely. 1 Platy. So Platy, if you have Tito on your Rigor Circle, you have enough soul, you can put her back to your deck. You can just draw a card as 20k shield. Sometimes a draw card is really helpful because you can draw it to PGs, draw it to more G guards, or just draw it to more defensives. Leona, it's basically like a free Larus. You're able to just bounce back like your grade 1s and just add more shield. And if you have Rika, you can proc the effect too to counter charge 1 to soul charge 1 if you need it. 1 Ballerina. If you have like 3 Tidua or something in your hand, you can ride Tidua, stride into this, and then have Tidua on your Rigor Circle and just like swing twice. You can't get 3 bounces in your main phase because there's just not enough bounce cards. Sometimes your opponent doesn't have a PG, they're like at 5 damage, and you just don't have enough cards, you can just do Ballerina. And in the rare cases, if you need to go against Mega Colony, I guess, this can still allow you to like stride while having to like stride from hand, so. But this is just what I've been testing with. I love Ballerina, exactly. If Delight came back, come on. Like, this would be really, really good. This would be good again. But it's good in niche situations. Other things I was considering this deck, which is why I have this. Obviously, you could try to run Loris in it. I don't recommend it. I mean, the thing is with, like, doing this over, like, a normal Anj Tidua turn, you just get more value from just doing Tidua, honestly. 2 Lapria. Yeah. Put Ellie at 4 again? Oh my god. No, Ellie's not coming back. Ellie is staying banned. I mean, she could maybe come back as 1, but even 1 is too much. I agree with Lapria. No, I think you need 3 Heltrata. Because there are some games that go on for long. You could grind with this deck because you just draw so many cards. It can be really defensive. Anj will force 1. If you're Anj, Tira will force 1. If you're Anj, Loris will force 2. Yeah, like... So, like, with Loris, you either go Loris, Tidua, or you try to do Loris, Anj, and Tidua. I don't think the Loris, Anj, Tidua works. I think Loris, Tidua is better for its own deck, but it's not as potent as, I mean, it could be as potent as Anj, but I just think Anj and Tira together is just better. Because you don't have to discard cards to stride. Anj creates the same amount of force markers. Tira is literally a 38 if you get the bounce for the effect. She's just a 38 plus resander. Yeah, Loris, Anj, Tira bricks itself. Yeah, it's just so many different grade 3s. Like, you have to put, like, Anj at, like, a 2 of or something in that list. You could, like, it's always an option. You could try to add all 3 of them in there, but not really. This is me coping. So don't take this for face of heart. Delight Anj could maybe work. Like, I did make a list. Lucio's funny. She's a funny card with in this deck. Anj herself is not. I have not written this card once. And more so like I could probably get like Lucio from the deck. No, like this card is like forever done unless like I don't know, some new deck arises that we might need to just balance rear guards more. This man will forward all Yuika for Anj. I didn't do that yet. Come on now. Like, I would rather just be on this Anj and just forward all for Anj and just bounce it back. Or just forward all Aqua or something like that. I'm not going to play Yuika. I don't have Yuika. But Lucio's funny in this deck because you have more Shushu, so your Stride Tiro can actually like benefit from it a bit. Also, let's play from a card ability. Yeah, so obviously you call it from for V Anj, but I wouldn't do that yet. Yeah, yet. If you're on GB2, you call it from Lieselot, the skill procs. Heltrata, skill procs. Somni, the skill procs, but like I said, this is just a 2 of. This is a whatever slot. I didn't know what to put there. But yeah, it's during your turn, so you can't get any defensive plays. Speak as if you're going to more of the multi-attack route. Like, the beauty of this deck is that you can go either or. Tira's really good as a Vanguard Resander, because your rears don't really need to do much. Anj is like, yeah, you get a lot of multi-attack, but you need a lot of cards in your hand to do it, and a lot of like specific cards. If you don't run Loris. Well, Somni is just there for the on attack. Like, if you have no damage and no heal guard, right? I'm not, like, I don't know if Stride Messiah is actually good. I'd rather just try Somni and still get, like, the on-hit attack thingy. Running 1 is fine. Oh, I don't need 2. Yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. I don't know why I'm running 2. I just need 1. Yeah. Listen to Koro. Just run 1, because you don't need the flip for it. So I don't know why I was running 2. There's other probably better damage to not options. You don't ride Somni twice. Yeah, I will only ride it once if I'm like mega hard CB denied or something and I don't have heal guard. But that shouldn't happen. I've run 4 Sentinels, so. So in this list you could play Speak if you want to go like the multi-attack route. However, will we be getting the promo for V, which is just basically Speaker without power. This all the cards in this deck are Mermaid except Justine. But it's not like it matters because Justine is going to be discarded. You're not going to call her for a multi-attack. I mean, I guess the over. I mean, okay, if you want, I guess make this into the I don't have this in IRL, by the way. I just kind of copied I copied someone's list. I just had the SP was just here, so just play the mermaid one, just in case. Like everything should be mermaid in this deck except Hanali, but like you're not calling Hanali. Wrong OT. Well, yeah, if you're playing a Ride Fixer, everything has to be mermaid, because who knows, you might have to call your OT one day. Like this is the only well, this and Hanali are the not mermaid cards, so the Ride Fixer in this deck will be interesting. I don't think you need it. It's a good thing to have, but like always wrong. Always have a gray one in my hand. I already talked about Sonata and Usir. Lapria. I already talked about Platy already. Okay, well, Lapria is just in case if your hand is kind of bad and you stride her. If Tears are your Vanguard Circle, you get a +1. You sure are calling Hanali. Yeah, you're not calling Hanali to multi-attack. That sounds ridiculous. But if you're on Tira, you get to draw an extra card. You rarely get the multi-attack off, but it's more so like if you bricked and you need to draw cards and you need to, you know, be GB2 for Tira, so that's why, you know, Lapra is an option. This card is also an option to countercharge. So if you have Tira on your Rigor Circle, if you're playing like Lucy or something, put it back to your deck and you countercharge 1 and it's just 25k shield. So Lapra can return OT. Yeah, she can return OT to the deck too. It shuffles? Let me see. What attacks you may put? Oh no, I have to shuffle afterwards. Yeah. Yeah, shuffle afterwards. Yeah, my bad. But I already talked about this. Lapra is good for those reasons as well as the OT. This is for if you need more countercharge. This might be played if you're playing like the Ride Fixer or Spica, because you use a lot of counterblast. I'll probably like make, well, not this part of the stream into a video, but I'll be making a video about like how to improve the 50 cards version, as well as just like more stuff on Anj, because like honestly, like this deck feels really nice to play. Reverse stack. You shuffle in this deck, like it. If you play Senna, you have to shuffle. Besides, Anj shuffles too. Like you can't reverse stack your deck. Sorry. Well, in my list, you could probably do it with the Sonata version though, because you don't have Senna. But again, you're risking yourself not getting the right grade 3s. I'll probably just make a video on this, because I have all the cards. No, as in... Oh, Lapria reverse stack. You mean like play 4 Lapria or something? Or like play it on later in the game to reverse stack? No lures. Somni is 1, okay? I didn't know what to put in here. I had 2 extra spots. Somni at 1 is okay, because if I get mega hard damage denied, I can still get an extra attack at least. But the second Somni is it's just me being dumb. It's not there. Late Lapria. Yeah, late Lapria could work to reverse sack your deck. I can see that. Like later in the game. Also another option. I don't want to create a list. Wait, it should be here. Okay, another option is the GB8. It's very rare. I mean, this deck can grind, because you can just survive multiple turns and have a bunch of cards in your G zone. This is okay, because for one, it's a discard 1, so if you have Just T, you just call it back anyway, so it's free. Also, you have a ton of force markers. Whoa. You might have a ton of force markers, so you just get more extra attacks, so I'll get 5k. which is just really good. You return all your rear guard, so you can just bounce back triggers and stuff. You know, give them 5k. It's an option. It's probably not the best option, but like it's better than playing like what extra Somni. So like what I might do, I'll remove this. I still want 2 Tittle just in case. Will Megiddo be more useful? If you have the CB for it, I guess, but like Megiddo just seems so expensive. Yeah, also, Megiddo you can call from hand too. Remember. You call cards from hand with Megiddo. If I could find a card. Yeah, you call cards from hand for Megiddo. But yeah, but it's also CB2. Priscillica, you need it from hand as well. Oh my god. You need cards in your hand as well. But it's CB free. It is, you just discard a card. True. It's also after drive. So you can get the cards you need to call if you want. You only discard 1 card, which again, we have Justine in the deck. You could Soul Boss 1 and call 4 cards plus Justine, or just call 4 cards. No, you call the cards, Justine, bounce Justine back, and you can recall her again or something like that to draw more. So, it's very late game though. But like I had hands where I had like 15 to 16 card hands in this. Just because Justine is cracked with all these cards I discard, Anj bounces a lot, and you're feeling us about that. So you could play Lapri, you could play the GB8. I don't know about Olivia. She sees too much. Tira, Vanguard, Tira. Yeah. Like, if you have CB for it in like Tira's. Also, like, in my list, I play Rika. So you countercharge. If you have her on field. If she also gets a 5k plus whatever force marker nonsense you're doing. It could be a potentially strong finisher, but again, it's GB8, so. Some games might actually be better if you just do this, right? Because you're getting 5 attacks. With the force markers, you're getting 5k. You essentially give me 10k to each column. And we have cards like Saria, Aqua, Senna, that gets another 5k. Again, Tidua is going to get the extra 5k plus whatever marker you're on. Like, you're going to have decent amount of power. Well, you need... Yeah, I have 1. But if you're playing a GBA, I guess you should just, like, add another one. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 G-Guards. I have them. They're in this list. I have 1 Sandy, but this is without the GB8. If you're playing with the GB8, add another Sandy. Like, you can remove this. Or you can... Now I want to remove Leona. Just remove this. Platy. And you could just turbo GB8. Which... It could be a strategy, because you could just dig for your heals, turbo GB8, and kill them that way. Anyway. Olivia... I'm not sure about Olivia. It just seems like... I don't know when you would go into Olivia. Like, you could just Tidua instead. I guess if you're trying to do, like, a lot of attacks, but you can't use Heltrata and Anj, because Heltrata Anj is 2 CB, while Olivia is just 1. You need 3 different names to call. You call it separate columns, but it doesn't matter. Because, again, you can just cheese that out with, like... Justine, Aqua less, stuff like that. However, you do need to be GB1. So that's why I don't really know if she's actually worth it. Again, you might as well just play like Lapri or something, just to dig. And you can't even use this first right either. I haven't considered. No, this is a GB2. Never mind. I mean, unless you're G guard first, but like, if you're if you're going first, you might as well just like not trying to push for that, right? You might as well just push for Heltrada. I think that's all. We don't need to play this anymore. Not sure about Sandy. I don't think Sandy's worth it. Like, you could call it Syria, but that's it. Oh, you could play Federica. If you're like, you could like turbo soul charge your deck out. Have only a couple cards left for your deck. If you know like they're kind of all different, sort of, you could just call it a strides, like your remaining strides, I guess. I don't even think there's enough mermaids. Like, you would actually have to play like the GBA or something. Like her or something else. No. Yeah, I know. It's a dumb idea, but like, I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't play Shizuku just because you have grade 3 searches already. I mean, you could get heals, but I wouldn't waste his try to do that. Other than that, like, yeah, I think that's it for like all the text and stuff. At Shizuku. I believe there'll be one day Shizuku will be good. Just one day. Not sure when that happen, but I believe it. Yeah, overall, that's all I wanted to say for the premium stuff, that is. I'll probably be making a video, like an in-depth video, explaining the cards and stuff. But I actually want to put like a lot of effort into it, because this is one of my favorite decks right now for premium. And it got me right back into premium after playing Orange's Peel's Crew tournament. The Prism list I made, Prisms just sucks. Like, the issue with Prisms is that it's too slow. Like, yeah, you can play like 4 Nectaria, try to turbocharge, but you're playing like Grade 4s in your deck. Like, they help you advance your plan, but the meta's too fast. Well, the game is too fast, to say. And Prisms is just too slow. Like, my opponent would be doing stuff on their like grade 3 turn or on their first stride. I'm still trying to set up with Garnet. I'm like, I'm not even set up and I'm already gonna lose. Like, there was one game I could have won, which it will be uploaded like sometime this week, but I was too slow and I couldn't. You draw a lot. Once you get going though, it's just a mid deck. Like, you don't scale. Your early game is pretty terrible. You can still do the 8 attacks, but they don't scale. Like in Anj, they can scale if you're using doing Anj, but if you're doing Tiro, it doesn't matter. It's 3 Vanguard swings. That's a lot more pressure. This is either more or equal pressure to Anj in that case. So, I mean, I'll probably just try Duo instead. Duos just need more support. Like, you don't need a setup like Prisms. You can even use some of their cards that like make the deck compress even faster and better. I don't know. I think it's just like your rear power sucks, but also like you don't need to, because Ray's gonna be resanding. Like, I mean, you're attacking 3 times with the Vanguard anyway. The multi attack is kind of extra, so I'll retry with duos again. I think it's just that I wasn't understanding like the concepts of the deck. After playtesting Anj a lot more, I value what Tiro does for the deck. Like, Tiro's a lot more better now. I think it's just because of the meta that we was in, like the ride out meta. Like, it was just awful for Anj and Tiro. Like, yeah, they both have a good ride up, but doesn't matter if, you know, your opponent's gonna just stride on you. You don't have any like defensive options. Especially, I think the crits add a lot more survivability to this deck because you can press a lot too. And hitting that defensive crit that allows you to draw is like another draw trigger in your deck. So, it's been an hour. Oh, it's almost about to be 2 hours. So, I would, I would play CFA, but I think it'll be better to play these. Well, the thing with Fortia and Herminia is that they already had a lot of support cards. The set is not even done yet, so I feel like playtesting them now, it'll be fun, but I don't think we'll get like the full picture of the decks yet. So when the set is like fully done, I'll probably play them. Or maybe the next stream when we get the Gorgon girl, the Mothra lady, I guess. I'll probably play all three. Just do one stream with that. I won't even do the market watch. I won't even do extra stuff. I'll just like talk about the line and we'll play all of them. Unless something happens before then, like something major, like they reveal Kyrie or something, or a new line. I would just wait until that stream. So, with that being said, I'm going to close the stream out for now. So thank you for everyone who decided to come and watch me. Sorry about no CFA gameplay of it yet. I will be doing that next stream. I wanted to just get out my thoughts about the decks. I think both of the decks are really really interesting. I wasn't too hot on Char's line, but after like reading the cards, I think I think it's gonna work. It just takes, I think it's gonna just take the right deck list, the right cards, and the right pilot to make it really work well. I'm actually like, I have high expectations for Fennel just because, yeah, the orders are a bit rough, but like you can press so much and you draw so many cards, that you're able to just get shield back. You're trading a card that has no shield for maybe another card that does have shield, but you can usually use the order. So, with that being said, I'm glad I was able to do this stream. I'm not sure when I'll have my next remote fight stream. It'll probably be, it might be next week, honestly. I might do premium if people are willing to play premium with me, so I can actually like, you know, test the Angelus and have content for that. So anyway, I'm glad everyone's able to come here, able to join, able to watch me just, you know, talk about Lyrical and other stuff, me rambling on for about 2 hours. So with that being said, I'm Zenarion. I'm signing off.